this is Sylvia. Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share this. So I have this little box that I wanted to save and see what I could do with it. These are a box of chocolates that I had bought at Tuesday morning. And so this is a box that I already did. So what I did is I ended up covering all of it except this part right here because it says thank you, and I kind of kept it up here too. So what I ended up doing is just kind of covering everything up. This is the only area that I didn't cover because I was having a hard time because this opens. I was having a difficult time putting something here to make sure that it wouldn't go all the way through, so I have to figure out what I'm gonna add on there. But anyway, so this is how this one looked. So this was my first one. And then this area here, if you notice, this has a hole, not a hole, but like a area where this can go through, but then it just kind of like hangs in there. So what I did on this one is I actually made it go all the way across, and then actually if you just kind of like add it on there, like push it a little bit down, it will close, or if you want to, you can add this in there, but I don't know if that would cause this to rip or not. I don't know. Like I said, it would have to be like trial, like how many times you could open it. But I thought this was a really nice idea to add like either cards in here or making your own cards, or like little other little like ephemera or something like that. So this is the first one I made, and I'm gonna do another one. So what I ended up doing is I ended up cutting the paper already. The one that I had the hardest time with was the sides, because I wanted to make sure that everything got covered. And if you notice, some of the stuff doesn't get covered. You see a little bit of red on there, but I did my best. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just start covering everything else up. And so look, like this one, I kind of measured it exactly to make sure that it covers everything. Now, usually I would use my art glitter glue, but because this has like some type of like, as you can see, it's shiny, so it probably has some type of like wax or something on it. On this one I wasn't very comfortable just using the glue. So what I used is I used this double-sided sticky tape, and this is like the one that's pretty strong. This one is from the brand American Crafts, and it just says this to that, double-sided super sticky red tape, and I got it for $1.99 for this one right here. So that's what I used on that one as well. So I'll use it on this as well. I really enjoyed doing this project, the first one that I made. It was really making me think on how to like measure and how to cover everything. So I really had a good time doing that. I'm gonna use these scissors here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them on all the sides, and I think what I did on the other one is that I think I did 3 of them across this way, and then some going this way. I'm just trying to remember how I did it. I think I did these sides first. So let's do that. I try to keep it as much as possible on the edge, but this one, like this tape, as soon as it starts sticking, it's kind of like that's it. It's gonna be there wherever you put it. So as I mentioned in previous videos, oh, this one's gonna run out already. I'm gonna have to buy more. As I've mentioned before, I really have been enjoying doing these crafts during the month of May. We're on to our almost ending the 2nd week, and I'm still trying to upload all the videos, but it's okay. I think as long as I continue to work on stuff, that's the goal. And so on this one, you'll notice I'll just do it like kind of halfway, because in reality what matters the most is the edges. Alright, so I think that's gonna be it for that one. So, and then after, you just have to peel this off. I always wondered, why does it have like that on there? Why is it red? But now I know why. It's because the red is actually the part that comes off. And then there's the sticky just stays behind. So I've been really wanting to do a lot of other projects with shaker, whatever, shaker something. I just love anything that has the sequins and the glitter in it. I just love it. I'm hoping that this is the right way, because once you put these down, it's like they're stuck there forever. Like literally, I mean forever. And I think I put it on a little bit crooked, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. So as you can see, like it's pretty much covering everything. So that's done. Let me get these out of the way. I'm gonna put this one. So on this one, I'm gonna cover all of it. On this one, I decided that I was gonna cut this and just put this in here. So we'll see how this one works, because on this one I am gonna use the art glitter glue. Hopefully I can move it around in there fast enough so that it doesn't stick to just that area. Because this is the same, once it sticks down there, it's like stuck forever. There we go. Oops, I got glue on my nails. But I thought that would be a cool little thing to have that in the inside. Okay, so now let's do this. And I believe I could use the glitter glue with this one. No, I think this one's on the outside. Let me check. And on this one, if you notice, I kind of, let's see. Yeah, this one, I left a little flush there. So I'm gonna do it, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and glue. And I think this one was the one that was the best one. So what I'm gonna do is put this one on the inside. I can actually glue this one. I've seen so many cool videos of people doing different stuff out there. I like to see what other people make, because then it inspires me to do other stuff. Or sometimes it's not even, it's either you wanting to do what other people are doing, but then also like it kind of, the light bulb goes on and you're like, oh, maybe I wonder if I could do it with this, or I wonder if I can do that. So that's gonna look so cool. So now I'll do the other side, and on this one I'm gonna have to use the tape. I did try using the glue, but I feel like it didn't hold as well. I think that's gonna be the end of this. So yeah, like I was saying, yeah, so I like to watch videos of other people and what they make, because it does kind of give me that, oh, I want to do that, or like, oh, that would be cool. I'm gonna put that right there, and I'm actually gonna cut this right here. So yeah, so this I got inspired because I was talking about the haul and I was talking about the chocolates themselves, and I was like, oh, I finished one of the boxes, right? One of them is an old box and one of them is a newer box. So I kept the box and I was like, oh, I could probably do something with it. Or I think I was actually thinking about using the actual the actual box itself, but to do something else, like maybe to use it to make a backing for something. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, what can I do with it? And then I thought about covering it. And I was like, huh, that would be nice, like to send to somebody. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. But I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna do that? But it worked out pretty good, I think. I think I like the way it looks. As you can see, I'm almost to the end of this. Oops, there we go, as I was speaking about it. So this, the only thing with this I just realized is, hold on. Oh, I was about to put the tape on the wrong spot too. So this tape is gonna go on here. And I'm gonna do it like, give it a little bit of an edge. And I'm gonna have to see if I have more, because the other one that's there is thinner. I don't think it's that much tape that I have. Sorry, I should have probably been more prepared. Oh wait, I do have more. Here we go. So I have other ones that I've bought, but this one's like white. There we go, here's a red one. I haven't used this one yet, but gets like super stuck. Oh, I should probably. Anyways, okay. So now we gotta finish this one. So what have you guys been up to? I really want to thank everybody that has started following the channel and watching some of these things. Sometimes when you're doing videos, you kind of think like, is anybody else even interested in all of this? Is anybody into some of these things? And then I started noticing a lot of people started following. I know it's because, like I said, a lot of us have been doing these videos and just sharing what we make. On this one, I'm just gonna put it randomly in the middle. And so yeah, so new people started following, and so that just makes me really excited, because that just means that people are enjoying what they watch. If you just started following me, I started off doing YouTube videos on planning, and I still do plan. I have a memory planner, and I plan. My memories are very important to me. If you're new, it just really quickly, my mom had Alzheimer's, and that's the reason why memories are really important to me. And they should be in general, I think, to anybody, just because that's the way of you remembering who you are, where you come from, your history, and you can tell others about it. So I'm very into making sure that people are aware of the disease. And oh my goodness, this thing keeps getting stuck to me and it won't go away. I think it's just important for people to know. So yeah, so that's how I started my channel. And then all of a sudden I just started, you know, doing these different crafts and do-it-yourself stuff. I actually have always done it. I've been in the field of working and before and after school programs. So ever since I started, this is how I got into. Oh my goodness, this thing has static, so it keeps sticking onto me. Look. And so yeah, so that's how I learned how to do a lot of these things that I do. All right, so because this one's like quick grab. So it's like super, like, look, it grabbed it and it didn't go like right where I wanted it to go, but then now it's stuck there forever. So anyway, so I'm gonna try to do all the edges now, and then I will come back to show you how that comes out. And I'll probably use a thinner tape for this. Oh, maybe not, because it's pretty thick. All right, so I ended up putting tape around this area. And now I'm gonna stick, I think. So I ended up doing 2 different sizes, one for this area and then one for the sides. I think the bigger ones are for the sides. So we have 2 with dots, so I'm gonna put that one up on this side. I'm just gonna go over that piece right there, and then that way it covers everything. Sorry, I'm not in frame there. So I went ahead and I went across the whole thing, and so I won't be able to cut anything there off, but here I will. So there you go. But you know what I did notice though, if you put I did double tape, I could feel it on the sides. So I'm gonna have to figure something out so that that stickiness is not felt. But I'll take care of it later. So now what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna cover this edge, and I also have to cover this side, which I don't think I cut a piece for that one. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do that, or I could do it with something else. But so let's see, so let's try this. So if I put this here, it will show a little bit of the bread, which I kind of don't feel bothered by it because I think it should be fine. So I'm not gonna worry about that. So I'm gonna put that one on this side. And then I'll probably do this one on this side. Yeah, you see, I think it's only like the front part that you're gonna be able to see it. So for this, I'm gonna use a thin one because I feel like, does it really need a? No, I'm gonna use the thick one, just because I'm thinking that it should stick. Like it should be pretty stuck on there. That way it doesn't come off. There's less chances of it coming off. That off. Then I'm gonna add this. I think I'm just gonna add all of them now. I get so focused that I forget to talk. That's funny. Anyways, okay, so let's add this one. I'm getting anxious and I just want to add it on there. But doesn't it look pretty? I mean, I think I like the other one better because of the color combination, but okay, so there we go. Man, I left it like not on the edge. Let's see if it gets stuck. No, you see, once it's stuck, it's like stuck. I'm not gonna ruin it. So what I did on the other side, I left a little piece. I didn't go far enough, so there's a little piece there that looks red. So now I'm gonna do this side. I think it looks good. And then you just kind of have to snip the sides off like I mentioned, because it's not a perfect, like it's actually, they're angled at the corners. Now I just have to do this side right here. And then I'll have to figure out how I cover the other side. All right, so there's that last one. So I'm pretty sure that you can do this with any type of box that you have. I just chose this one because I thought it was pretty cute. Once you put it on there, you're able to like use it to like send some type of happy mail somewhere to somebody. And it would look pretty cute. But like I said, it also has to do with what color combinations you use. I did it again. I left that little corner not covered. Oh well, trial and error, and it's, you know, I don't expect it to look perfect. So the only part that I didn't cover, and I'm gonna need to add another piece because this will not be enough, is gonna be this side right here. You see, I have some that I could probably use. You know what, I'm gonna use them, because then that way we don't just, yeah, I'm gonna use them because I don't want to like throw them away or like use them for another project. So we'll cover this area up, and I think they'll probably have to be trimmed down a little bit. So let's see if I can do that. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna glue them on there and then come back, and then I'll show you what I'll do with them. All right, so I ended up going ahead and adding to the back, and I just already so I pretty much added it, and whatever was left over, I just cut it off. And then I added tape, double-sided sticky tape on these corners right here. So what I decided to do, because I know on the other one I mentioned I didn't cover them, I was trying to figure out how to cover it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretty much, I was gonna do it this way, but it doesn't fit, so I'm gonna do it this way. And I'm just gonna do the same thing, cut it. So on this one it would be an angled cut here. That side should be fine, and then over here you have to cut it again to kind of take those angles off. It might not be perfect, but it's okay, at least it's covered, right? There. And then I'll do the same thing over here. I'll just stick it on there. And then just cut it off. I think that's gonna work out pretty well. So I think that's pretty much it. This one obviously came out a lot better because it's the second one that I make. But I was really excited that, I'm trying to figure out how to cut this one off without cutting. There we go. Okay, so there. So that's pretty much the finished product. The only thing left is for me to cover this up right here. And then, like I said, I felt some that were like kind of sticky on the side, but it's not that bad. But I think I'll still add something, maybe like a little, I have some lace, or maybe I can add like little beads. But look, that's how it looks. And so that's how that one came out. And this is the first one that I did. So this one, for some reason, this one feels thicker, but I think it's because, so what I did different with this one, because I used a file folder paper or file folder to cover this one, is I actually cut like the pieces based on the side. On this one, if you notice, this is They won't stop getting stuck to me. This one is one whole piece that literally goes all the way around. So that's how I did it with this one. And then it went all the way around and I left a little bit so that I could come over here. So that's also a good way to do it. So what I did is when I measured it out, I left big enough pieces so that I could fold everything over. But that was a little bit of a challenge. This one, it feels sturdier, but it feels like there's less chances of anything coming apart. You see how this kind of moves? And on this one, I mean it moves, but it's not gonna come apart. So these are the two things that I made for another day in crafting in May. Crafting every day in May. I hope that you like this idea, and if you do something similar, you can always tag me on Instagram, Sylvia's World Planner. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.